top of the floor now. They're allowing Joel Embiid to do it at the top or elbow on the side, and they're allowing Tobias Harris to be a closer.
Yeah, that's my next touch screen because I really want to show how Doc Rivers unlocks Tobias. He is the leader of this team, by the way. It is his team, along with Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Yeah, remember, Tobias Harris had his best NBA season with the Clippers in L.A. Doc comes to Philly, and you've seen him repeat that success again.
All right, for you two, who you got winning the game?
I have the Sixers.
I got Philly.
Who you got? Who you got?
I don't have to pick because I'm the host. We're going to see you at halftime,
Enjoy the
obviously.
game.
Ryan
Let's
Rucco,
go,
Vince
Russ.
Carter, Malika Andrews on
I need
call.
a trip dub, Russ. Let's go.
We welcome you to NBA Courtside, presented by Ally. In Washington, D.C., getting ready for Game 3 of this best-of-7 first-round series. The top-seeded Philadelphia 76ers, a 2-0 lead in this series, as it has shifted to the Wizards' home arena. More fans than they've had all season. Joel Embiid, Russell Westbrook, the stars in the building. Ben Simmons trying to lock up Bradley Beal here in a Game 3 that the Wizards have to have. Taking a look at the Eastern Conference playoff bracket, Milwaukee has already punched its ticket into the second round. The winner of this Philadelphia-Washington series will face the winner of New York and Atlanta in the Eastern Conference semis. As we welcome you inside our homes, hey everybody, Ryan Rucco, along with eight-time All-Star Vince Carter. So happy to be with you this Saturday night for the NBA on ESPN. Vince, through 2 games of this series, what has stood out to you most thus far?
What has stood out to me is the big three of the Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid, and Tobias Harris getting it done at all levels of the game, whether it's scoring in the paint, three-point shooting, creating for themselves and or others. They've just been dominant, and they understand what they want to accomplish this year, and that's make it to the NBA Finals, and they're taking care of business right now so far.
Now, one of those members, Joel Embiid, is also a finalist for MVP this year. How about the way Joel has handled double teams through the first 2 games of this series, Vince?
He's done an extremely wonderful job. Just patience, understanding what they're throwing at him. He sees the baseline help coming. So what does he do? Turns to the middle, fade away. Here the double team comes. He's too big and too strong to allow him to split a double team and think it's going to work. He just easy reverse layup on the other side against the double team. Here, I see the baseline double team coming. You want your teammate to be in the pass lane where he can see you. Swing. Open three-point shot for Danny Green. He's making the right plays when there's a double team. And then, if you're not going to double team but sit back in the paint, hey, I can shoot the deep ball as well. Knocking it down with ease. And he is showing why he's in the running for the MVP. Doing it at all levels, averaging 26 points, 61% shooting from the field. I mean, he's having a great series, dominating as we expected, trying to get his team deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, speaking of great numbers, how about the numbers for Ben Simmons through 2 games, Vince?
Oh, you mean Mr. Triple-Double? That guy. I tell you what, he's been playing great basketball, getting into the paint. He was extremely aggressive, making the game easier for Embiid, if that sounds crazy or not to you. But when he's aggressive, not only does he score, make the game easier for Embiid, but he makes the game easier for his teammates. And they get open threes because he gets into the teeth of the defense, and he makes great decisions on time, on target passes.
All right, meanwhile, for the Washington Wizards, looking to get back into this series with a win tonight. One guy who has certainly shown up throughout, Bradley Beal.
Yes, Bradley Beal hasn't been shooting the three-point shot well, but I tell you what, he's been scoring and trying to keep his Washington Wizards afloat. Here he shoots the 3, as I say that, makes that one. But what's impressed me is he has not settled. High double screen, he attacks the big, gets into the middle, floater. Here, splits the double team, and now sees a triple team right there, looks away to hesitate, boom, knocks it down. Here he's in one-on-one situation. Great defender, Simmons gets by him, sees the double team, and still great concentration, great finish. And right here, attacking downhill against the big, now seeing a third defender to the reverse layup. He's getting it done however he can for his team. You see he averages about 33 points a game, doing all he can to get a Wizards to win. So they're going to need Bradley Beal to do Bradley Beal things tonight.
He's the first player since 2019 with more points, field goal attempts, and field goal makes than the rest of the starters combined in a game. He did that in game 2. Meanwhile, you see what Russell Westbrook has done in this series thus far. The good news for the Wizards, Russell Westbrook, who injured his ankle in the fourth quarter of game 2, will play tonight in the starting lineup. For more on the Wizards backcourt, we go to D.C. and Malika Andrews.
Yeah, Ryan, well, you mentioned it. The good news is that Russell Westbrook is playing, but do not be alarmed. When he comes off the court, he heads straight back to the locker room. I've been told that that's part of his treatment plan tonight. He will be coming off the court, heading back to the locker room, staying warm, staying loose. But for some players, guys, a playoff berth can become routine, something they almost expect and have earned years in a row. But for Bradley Beal, it has been 3 years, since 2018, since he last played in the postseason. And he told me that absence gave him a new perspective and hunger. He said he feels like a kid in a candy store playing in the playoffs. And he told me he feels like he belongs here and relishes that it never gets easier. He told me, I love that. I want it to get harder. And it doesn't get much harder than being down 0-2. But he told me the Wizards' task now is just to not get overwhelmed. He told me that even the young players who haven't had this experience before have the mindset that nobody is ready to go home yet. He told me that the best basketball is still ahead of the Wizards, and they're going to need that if they want to get a win tonight and look toward eventually evening up this series. Thank you so much for watching NBA Courtside presented by Ally. We will cheer from Bradley Beal after this.